Hi. We've talked about the different types of ultra authorities. We've talked about how they can be groups, how they can be one-on-one relationships. We've talked about who gets involved. Today, I'd like to talk about why someone falls for it. How many times have you heard someone else say, I don't get it. Why did they ever get caught up in this? You know, they have got to have been something wrong with them before they ever got there. They have got to have been crazy before they ever got involved with this group or this person. Well, truth of the matter is, that's not true. As we talked about last time, and who gets involved, we talked about how anybody's vulnerable. This is how you're vulnerable. People don't go out looking for a cult. People don't go out looking for a battering relationship. People don't go out looking to be hurt. Bottom line. People do need and go out and look for socialization, social relationships. They look for other people. We would have no population whatsoever if we didn't seek out other people. It is a normal, hardwired part of being human. Can't get away from it. What makes us vulnerable is the same thing that makes us able to even engage in social relationships. The same things that allow us to learn, the same things that allow us to be influenced by others, the same thing that allows us to build social relationships across the board are the same things that'll make us vulnerable to manipulation, even extreme manipulation. When you first meet an extreme manipulator, you will not know it. Manipulators, by the definition of manipulation, don't tell you their ulterior motives. They don't tell you that they're going to try and change you. They're not going to tell you that they are trying to get something from you. They are not going to show you their ulterior motives. It starts with softening up. That's the first stage. Where they draw you in. They tell you the things that really sound good. They will use lots of positive feedback towards you to make you feel good about them and about your relationship with them. It could be taking the form of romance. It could be taking the form of deep friendship. But it's all counterfeit. They will tell you they respect you, that you have some special gift, or there's just something about you that draws them. These are things that in a normal relationship do bring us towards that other person. It's normal to go towards someone who makes you feel good. The problem is, when a manipulator is doing this, they're lying. So how do you fall for it? Not all at once. You fall for it gradually, from getting those positive strokes that would bring you forward toward any other person in a social relationship. And from there, the manipulator will begin to ask you for small favors. Just, could you do this for me? Could you do that for me? What do you think about this? Well, I understand you have a difference of opinion here, but really, don't you think there's some merit to my opinion? Maybe you could just come with me while I do this particular thing that you really don't like. They ask you slowly for small favors that build into larger and larger favors. It is gradual. It develops slowly, most times. Sometimes it takes years for an extreme manipulator to fully engulf and take control of another person's life. It can go faster than that, but it can also go very slowly. Why do people fall for it? Because people know how to learn. Why do people fall for it? Because people have emotions. Why do people fall for it? Because they are able to think. And they're able to learn from others through their ability to think. Why do we fall for it? Because we have imagination that allows us to forecast the future. And when they tell us, wow, if you do this, good things will happen here, and they show you a way that that's going to happen, even if it's bogus, even if there are logical fallacies within it, if it is presented so that it appears to be rational or logical, you use your imagination to say, wow, okay, I can see how we could get there. We have those things as innate parts of our humanness. You have that as part of your humanness. Why do we fall for it? How do we fall for it? Well, because it's not got a big road sign that says, danger here. It doesn't have a sign that says, ultra authority asking you to yield. It's subtle, it's slow, and it's difficult to differentiate sometimes between normal social influence when it crosses over into extreme manipulation, especially when you're the one involved. We'll talk more about one specific aspect of that next time. I'll see you then.